The bodyweight workout this week is a EMOM. So this is every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. You have got 5 different exercises that you're going to be working on, and then at the end of the 20 minutes you have got a 4-minute finisher, which is going through all of those exercises for a further period of time. So what I want you to do in the EMOM for 20 minutes is each exercise you're going to work for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds. If you can do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off because your level of fitness, then that's fantastic. That's really good, so you can do that. So the finisher that I mentioned, you're going to go through all of the exercises for the 20 minutes. Then the 4-minute finisher, we work on 20 seconds on. It's a bit Tabata-ish. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and you're straight on to the next exercise for 4 minutes. That's all it is. It's a small window of pain, but the gains that you get from doing Tabata are absolutely huge, and we need to increase that intensity because we're not using weights. We're looking at squats, in-out push-ups, burpees, hot hands, and mountain climbers in the workout, in the main part of the workout, and we then repeat those in the finisher as well. Okay, the bodyweight squat or the air squat, all we're doing is just a straight, it's a fast pace this one. We're not doing the jump, we don't have to, because we're just going to be working for a number of reps or sets, and in this case we're working for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're coming down and up, so push your hands out in front of you when you sit down, drive the hands up behind you, full extension, push the hips forward, working nice and fast. It's a really fast way to be able to get those squats. So if I come face onto you, hands go out, knees push out, firing up through. And as you do that, throwing your arms up behind you is helping you to push your hips forwards. So you're almost pulling yourself up on that imaginary edge, just grabbing the air as you're going through with those squats. The in-out push-ups that we're going to be doing, you're staggering your hands. So one is forward and one is back by the other shoulder. You come up to full extension and then you change hands and come down and back up from there. So it looks like, if I can show you this from here, one hand forward, one hand back, coming down, up, change over, down, up. If I turn side on, you should be able to see that one hand is forwards, having my weight there, coming down and up, down, chest all the way to the floor. Get down as low as you can go. So you do that for a number of reps or sets. So by now you should be getting used to burpees. We love burpees, they're such a big whole body exercise. We're making sure feet are slightly wide. Hands are going to come directly in between, or just ahead of, but in between your feet. Jump your legs out, in, stand up. Turning side on, see my hands come in here, legs go out, I'm into a plank position, come in, stand up. Now, you're going at your pace. You don't have to go super fast, but I want you to be super critical on your technique. Coming down, out, in. The reason I say to put your feet out wider is that way you make sure that you're not closing off your chest. That way you can still breathe. Yeah, because otherwise when you come in super narrow, you're all crunched up, you lose your diaphragm, you lose the ability to be able to breathe. So feet slightly wider, having them run on the outside of the hands is going to keep you working and breathing as well. Okay, hot hands, we're down on the floor. Hands in the middle of the body, feet slightly wider. As you get more experience, you can bring your feet in, but start off with your feet a little bit wider. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, coming up without rotating too much. Hand back down again. Up, hand back down. It's a big movement, this one, as you can see from my voice going there. And what you're trying to do is stop your hips from rotating, so it's an anti-rotation is huge for the core. So if I go front onto you with my feet wide, it's very easy. And you'll see as I start to bring my feet in, it becomes that much harder. You really have to focus on your core. And if I put my feet right together, try not to rotate. It becomes a much slower, more deliberate movement. So I'm really having to focus on controlling my hips. So start with your feet wide and slowly start to bring them in and find that point where your hips start to go, and then stick at that point and stop them from moving. Mountain climbers. We love these. Another static exercise across the chest, but it's going to get our core really working. Now with this one, we're not looking to go fast on these mountain climbers, we're just looking to be nice and steady. So, hands directly underneath your shoulders. Your weight is pushed forward, so your heels are pushed forward, so you're right up on your toes. Bring one leg, so that knee comes in between the arms. Take it back, you're going to hold it, that foot's off the floor. So you're holding this about 2 seconds each leg. Keeping your bottom tucked down in that plank position, nice and controlled the whole time. If your abs aren't screaming after that, then you're going to go back and do that again for 20 minutes. When you've gone through all of those for 20 minutes, remember every minute on the minute, for 20 minutes you're going to do one of the exercises. Then the next one on the next minute, and the next one on the minute after that, and the next one, and then the next one. When you've got to the end of 20 minutes, you've got 4 minutes of Tabata. And that's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off of each of the exercises.